Okay, hi, I am Tanya Sanders, and I wanted to do this little webinar for you guys because for a couple of reasons. There's people out there that are curious about essential oils and have heard about them a little bit and maybe heard a positive experience or two from different people and are just curious, just would like to know a little bit more about them. And then the other reason is there's so many people that I work with that have their oils that have come to a class or just gone and purchased these oils because they've heard how wonderful they are, and they need some guidance and direction and want to know how to use them. So that's why I'm doing this. And I chose to do these oils here because this is part of this is the Home Essentials kit that you're looking at here. So you've got these main oils that are listed here, and actually I don't have Deep Blue printed there, but there's frankincense, lavender, lemon, melaleuca, oregano, peppermint, and then the three blends that I've listed is Breathe, your respiratory blend, DigestZen, which is your digestive blend, and then On Guard, which is your protective blend for your immune system. And then Deep Blue is the last one, is the soothing blend. And this is a phenomenal starting point because these are actually the 10 oils that I started with myself. And I honestly, I wanted Breathe and I wanted a couple of others, but I didn't realize at the time how much I was going to use every single one of these oils. And I hear people all the time say, you know, I'd like to do this or I'd like to do that, but I just don't know that I would use them. And I just think to myself about, yes, you will, because there is something for everything. There is an oil for absolutely everything. So in my home, I now use it for cooking, baking, cleaning, my hair care, my laundry care, my skin care, and then of course, and most importantly, my wellness, my health, and the health of my family. So I actually am a registered respiratory therapist. I no longer work in the hospitals because I do teach doTERRA full time, but I have a passion for helping people to find natural solutions for their wellness and the wellness of their family, and to get toxins out of their body and out of their homes. So this is going to be a very basic introduction and only to these oils. I might mention a couple of others, but I wanted to make sure this is just kind of a basic introduction. Okay, let's get started. Okay, doTERRA does not prevent, treat, or cure disease. Your lifestyle choices can help prevent disease. So food, exercise, what are you doing to your body? How are you treating your body? Your body will your doctor treats the symptoms and fixes broken parts, but your body is what will cure the disease. And essential oils help your body to do what it naturally does. So what is an essential oil and where do they come from? Natural aromatic compounds found in plants. That's what essential oil is in a nutshell. They're found in nature, bark, stems, leaves, fruits, the roots, the resins. They're found in all kinds of plants. They're steam distilled or cold pressed extraction methods. So it just depends on the type of oil that is how it is actually extracted from the plant. They're super powerful. They're safe. You get the benefits without the side effects. And, you know, I know that you guys, if it's not you, then it's somebody you know who takes medication and then takes a medication for the side effect of that medication. And I was one of those people once. And let me tell you, it's just a vicious, toxic circle. Sometimes you need that medication, but, you know, educate yourself to the best of your ability and know why you need that medication, know how it's treating your body. And same with the over-the-counter supplements or treatments that you might get. Just know the side effects. Yes, it might do this positive thing, but what else is it doing? And is there a natural solution where you could get that same effect? So that is where I'm at. I'm not saying to use this in place of medication. doTERRA would never say that. You can use it along with, but again, it's very important. Educate yourself and know. And if you're not sure, then ask. Essential oils with doTERRA are sourced from all over the world, CPTG sources. What that means is certified pure therapeutic grade. What that is something that doTERRA coined because they wanted a way to stand apart, something they could stamp on everything that they do that says this is a doTERRA product and it meets our standards. And the essential oils that doTERRA brings to us are sourced from all over the world, from their natural habitat. So it's where they are growing naturally. You're not going to get the same quality of essential oils at the chemical, at their core, their chemistry. They have to meet certain standards. doTERRA is a science company first and foremost, and you will hear that over and over and over again, and it's because it is about quality. And you can grow maybe lavender in a pot in your backyard, but is it going to be the same quality lavender as it is in France or, you know, wherever they grow anything? You cannot get the same quality essential oil from that plant as you can if you grow it in your own backyard. Even if you control the soil and the water and everything, it doesn't grow there naturally. And so that is why you can go. And I love that doTERRA has this wonderful site that you can go to. When you get a bottle of essential oil from doTERRA, there are some numbers on it, and you can pull up this site called Source to You. So Source to You, and punch in that number, and it's going to tell you everything about that essential oil. So if you get a bottle of wild orange, for example, it's going to tell you where it was sourced, that it came from Italy, that it was grown here, that it was what the chemical properties are. So everything is proven, and if you aren't sure what it is, then you can always research further so that you understand what the different things are. But it's a phenomenal tool that proves the CPTG stamp is quality, and there's no better quality out there than this. Okay, how do you use essential oils? The first way is aromatically, and this is a picture of a diffuser, and you can see the mist coming out of that. What you do is you put water in that, and then you add whatever amount of essential oils that you want. And it just depends on personal preference and what it is that you're trying to accomplish. So if you're trying to clean the air, maybe get things out of the air that are causing you to have a reaction that's, you're sneezing and coughing and watery eyes, something like that. If it's that you want to just feel uplifted or maybe help focus or maybe sleep better, it just depends on what it is that you're looking for. And also depends on which diffuser you use. And if it's one that's higher capacity, then you're going to be able to put more water, therefore you can put more oils. Or a small diffuser that's only going to run for an hour, you're not going to use the same amount of oils as you would for one that runs as 10 hours. And then the other thing is the oil itself. Some oils, like wild orange again, that one is really a pretty strong scent. It's a beautiful scent, but you don't need much. I could put 2 drops and it's good for my whole kitchen and family room for me. Now, somebody else might say, I actually have a good friend that she likes to put in like 8 drops, and the stronger the better. She just loves it. So it's your personal preference there. But aromatically, what kind of benefits do you get? It triggers emotions, and it helps you to be calm. It helps you to be happy, to focus, to be motivated, to be consoled. There's so many different emotional aspects to aromatic diffusion. And the other thing is for respiratory support. When you are breathing in something that's, again, causing a reaction through your sinuses or maybe in your lungs, when you put some in this diffuser or put a drop or 2 in the palms of your hands and cup them up to your face, you're getting an internal reaction to an aromatic not display, but action. So it's really interesting, and there's a lot more to it, but that's the basics of using them aromatically. And then topically, I love this picture because you can massage right onto the bottom of feet and apply to the area that needs relief. So if people will ask me, well, you know, I know that I really need this and this oil to support whatever their symptoms are and to help get that therapeutic benefit, but they don't like the smell. The smell kind of gets to them. And everybody is different because there's smells that I dislike that other people love. Even my daughter and I, we don't love the same ones or dislike the same ones. There's only a couple that I dislike, and same with her, but it is, you know, it's just different. So when I need those ones, I always just put them on the bottom of my feet. Now your feet are filled with pores, and so when, especially right after you've washed your feet, because they are open, the pores are open, so that is an amazing time to put them on the bottom of your feet. Or children, if you're helping to soothe them before they go to bed, you know, maybe calm them down and help them get into that sleepy mode. Give them a bath at night, and then you can put it on the bottom of the feet. Very important to dilute on children, or as we age, our skin thins. And so for the elderly as well, or if you have any kind of sensitivities whatsoever, always dilute. And overall, just always know what oil it is that you're putting on and if it needs dilution or not. And there's some safety protocol to follow for that to know. If it's a hot oil, like for example, oregano, you would never put that on anybody just straight. You would want to dilute that one. So again, educate yourself before you put it on. And if you aren't sure, reach out to me or whoever invited you to doTERRA and help so that you know where to find those answers. And then internally, you can drink it in water or juice, in a smoothie. You can use it in cooking or baking. You can drop it into your mouth directly or put it into an empty capsule and swallow. So there you see the empty capsule, and they're putting On Guard in there. You can put anything in there and just take it internally if you want. Again, that the benefit, systemic benefit when you're taking it internally, but you don't want the taste of it. So you don't necessarily want to drink it. So you just put it in a little veggie capsule there and swallow it down. So it's very simple. One thing I will point out that people ask all the time, how do I know if it can be taken internally? See the two bottles there. The top one says ingredients on it, and the bottom one says supplements on it. So if it has supplement facts, it means you can take it as a supplement. You can take it internally. It's that simple. The one that says no, just has ingredients, that means it was blended together for another purpose. Like Breathe, for example, that was blended together to give you a respiratory benefit by using it externally. So you can breathe it in, so use it aromatically, or you can put it on topically, like on your chest or neck. So that one was not meant to be taken internally, so that's why it would say no. And then dilution for the topical use, very important to know and always keep in hand and maybe near your oils where you keep them. We love to use fractionated coconut oil, but you can use the solid coconut oil if you want. You can use vegetable oil if you have to, if that's all that you have. And then if you did have a sensitivity to it, you just put this over the top. If you don't have any of the oils around, you can always use milk. If you accidentally got peppermint in your eye because maybe you rubbed it together on your hands but got it on your fingers accidentally, and then later went to get an eyelash out of your eye, and now you've got peppermint in your eye. If you don't have those oils near you, you can always go and get some milk and grab whatever, a tissue or a Q-tip, dab it in the milk, and then dab it around your eye, and it's immediate relief. The one thing that you don't want to do is use water, because water will dry the end. It actually intensifies the effect. So you don't want to use water to try to wash it away. It does not work. So these are three of my favorite oils, lemon, lavender, and peppermint. The first one I'm going to talk about is lemon. Lemon I use for absolutely everything. I drink it in my water all day long because it is a natural detox for my gut. And I also diffuse it frequently, at least a couple times a week. I'll diffuse it with a couple of different oils and just clean out my air in my house. Especially in the summer when you don't open your windows and you feel like that the air might get kind of stale. When you have a sore throat or you're a singer and you need that hot water and you might put some honey in there, put some lemon in there. It's really good to soothe your throat. You can put on a cold sore for soothing relief along with Melaleuca. My favorite way is Melaleuca, which is the tea tree oil, and it's an antifungal, or it has antifungal properties. So you can add that to lemon on a cold sore, and again, immediate relief. And I don't get cold sores, but I get fever blisters from time to time. And I use those too, and it's amazing how fast it disappears. Diffuse in a room to neutralize odors, uplift mood. I also know a few people who diffuse it for their children in the afternoons after school because it calms them and helps them to focus so that they can get their reading done, they can get their book reports done, whatever it is that they need to do. It's very good for removing sticky stuff off of clothing or backpacks or whatever it might be. Even a car. I have a friend who used it to get a big mark off of a car that they couldn't get off. I have another friend that used it on a window that somebody came by and slapped they had parked in the wrong spot, and that sticky stuff does not come off the window, so they used lemon and it came right off. And then use it to clean your kitchen counters and stainless steel products. It's amazing for that. And if you want to see a video of me removing gum that got all over my daughter's backpack and sweater, you can go to my YouTube channel or to my Facebook page, A Pure Life Tanya Sanders. And it's crazy how fast and how easy it comes off. Okay, so the next one is lavender. Help to soothe redness and skin discomfort when used topically. If you have a little burn, yeah, I love to keep this one by the stove because, again, my daughter bakes all the time and I like to cook, and we get little burns from time to time, and lavender is an immediate soother. We usually will put lavender and then put a drop of frankincense over it, and problem solved. It's very, for those minor burns, it's really nice. Also for if you get a sunburn, something like that. Add to your bath or spa products to help soothe, calm, and relax. This is one that I add to bath salts, and it's so relaxing. It's amazing. Apply topically with massage. A lot of massage therapists use different lavenders in their massages, and then diffuse to induce a restful sleep or for calming effect. Lavender is a favorite for so many people, for millions of people, exactly for that one reason. It helps them to sleep, it helps them to calm down. And then peppermint. Peppermint, you can inhale deeply to invigorate your lungs, to wake you up and increase your alertness. Apply to neck and head with lavender to calm headache. I will do it straight or with lavender or frankincense for my headache. I'll roll it up and down my spine for when I get migraines, along again with lavender and frankincense. And then apply to your stomach if you need to relieve a stomach ache. If you've got any digestive issues, you can put it directly on there or take it internally to help with your digestion. You can also take it internally, use it along with lemon for a mouth rinse. Breathe is my I can't even describe how much I use Breathe and all the things that I use Breathe for. It was my first oil I ever used, and being a respiratory therapist, I will admit I was a little bit skeptical, but I was very sick, and I was on my fifth round of antibiotics, and I wasn't even allowed to work at that point because I was so sick, so ill. My fever kept coming and going, and I had been through so many tests. Nobody could figure out what was wrong with me, and my doctor finally said, all right, with this 5th round of antibiotics, this is the last one we have to put you on, and at this point we're going to have to put you in the hospital. This was a Tuesday, and he said, if I'm not significantly better, with all the antibiotics that I had been taking and the new ones he had just prescribed, then he was going to admit me to the hospital because I was just going downhill. And I was very frustrated, and I went to a friend's house, and I went there to visit her, and she offered me some Breathe. And she had worked with doTERRA for quite a while, and so I knew about essential. I knew she did something with essential oils, but that's all I knew. And she showed me how to put a couple of drops in my palms and cup my hands and put them up to my face and breathe in. And by that Friday, I used this several times, all the time. And by that Friday, I was significantly better. So yes, I took medication. I was on my 5th round of medication, but I was significantly better. I kept using the Breathe for the next 2 weeks as I had to overcome all of the different respiratory symptoms that I was dealing with. And it just blew my mind from moment to moment, from not using Breathe and using Breathe. And then my own doctor told me when I went back in finally, and I told him I had started using this. He has a son who has chronic issue with his lungs, and since for forever, and he has to have treatments on a regular basis and has to have an emergency backup that he carries with him all the time. And since they've been introduced to essential oils, he uses Breathe all the time as to just maintain those open airways. And it's really an amazing oil. It's got so many different things in it, and it opens your airways. It's great to take before and after a workout, during a workout if you need to. Diffuse it at night to keep those pathways open while you're sleeping. Also, as somebody that might have any kind of obstruction issues going on that maybe prevents you from breathing as you should throughout the night, and maybe you need a little bit of support, mechanical support somehow to help you to breathe. This is something you can put in a diffuser next to that. And so when you're taking that breath in, you're getting the Breathe, and it absolutely helps to support that. I have many people that I've worked with that this has been the case for them. And again, as the seasons change and you're going hot to cold, and maybe the wind is blowing and kicking up some stuff, it's great to have. Again, diffuse it or put it in your palms, or you can put it on your neck or chest while you breathe. There's a lot of different ways. Deep Blue is just my oil. I can't go without it. I absolutely cannot go without it, because even if I didn't have Peppermint or Breathe, Deep Blue has a lot of those same oils in it that I could use, but I can put them on for when I feel achy, when my muscles feel restless at night, when I get a headache. I can put it on my temples. I can put it on the back of my neck. When I'm driving long distances, I can put it on my shoulders. When I'm after a workout, I can put it on my muscles to help warm them. It's great for massage. It's just a wonderful oil, and I can't recommend it enough. And I'm happy to send you a sample if you haven't used it, because it's just a phenomenal oil. On Guard is the protective blend, and it is wonderful to use to support the body's natural antioxidant defenses, helps respiratory support, and diffuse for cleansing the air. It's a great alternative for options for immune support. If you are with somebody who are around people in your work or that you interact with, or maybe it's just that season and there's a lot of stuff going around, take internally or put on your feet or diffuse it in the air. It's wonderful to combat that, all of those things, and help you to stay well, or help your immune system to recover if you have come down with something. This is the On Guard line, and I just want to throw these different pictures in here because here's the protective blend is right here, but then there's these little throat lozenges. There's these little beadlets. So say you're flying and you're sitting next to people who are coughing, you can put one of these little beadlets in your mouth. This is the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. It just takes a tiny little bit in a bottle, and then you throw or fill it with water and use it to clean your whole house. So I'm no longer addicted to all of those other products. I was addicted to the wipes and the bleaches and the everything just to keep my house super toxin free, I thought, but here I was bringing more toxins into it. And so I started using these products, and it's been a phenomenal difference. This is the foaming hand wash. So again, you just put some into a little dispenser, and it's amazing. And then the toothpaste, I have not had I've had pretty healthy oral hygiene, but I know so many people who have heredited just bad gums, or their teeth just aren't as healthy as they should be, even though they keep care of their oral hygiene, but they just don't have. Sometimes it's hereditary. So this is something that I've heard so many phenomenal things about, the toothpaste. It does have On Guard in it. And I feel like I'm missing a product here, but maybe I'm not. But On Guard is amazing. Okay, so here's some things that are really good for your immune and respiratory support, and I just wanted to touch on these quickly. So On Guard, the Protected Blend I talked about. Basil's another one, excellent to use. Melaleuca, which is your tea tree oil. Oregano, which is phenomenal. And then Breathe Your Respiratory Blend. Okay, first we're going to talk about oregano. Oregano, here's your properties. And I recorded this because I wanted you guys to be able to stop it, pause it, rewind it if you needed to, so that you can look over this again and again if you needed to. The properties that are in oregano are antibacterial, antibiotic, antiparasitic, antiviral, and disinfectant. It's pretty amazing how strong one drop of oregano is. What is the primary benefits of oregano? It's an immune strengthener, provides cellular support. It's great for skin irritation and blemishes, mental exhaustion, and emotional support. One of the ways that I know that people use oregano is often in those little capsules that you saw earlier, and they take it internally. This is a hot oil. It does need to be diluted when you put it on topically, but it's very, very good to combat anything that your immune system is maybe working hard to fight against. Melaleuca, which again is that tea tree oil, it's renowned for its cleansing and rejuvenating effects on the skin. It promotes a healthy immune function, and it provides or protects against environmental and seasonal threats. So one way to use it is for skin irritations. You can apply 1 to 2 drops of Melaleuca essential oil onto your affected area. You can combine 1 to 2 drops with your facial cleanser or moisturizer for added cleansing property, or apply to skin after shaving to prevent razor burns, and apply to fingernails and toenails after showering to purify and strengthen nails. So ways that I've seen people use this is again, it has an antifungal property to it. It has a lot of antis in it, but that's one of the biggest ways that I've seen people use this one. For if you have something growing on or unhealthy, I should say, if you have unhealthy nail beds, whether it's your fingers or toes, this is a really great one to use on a regular basis. You can put it in a spray bottle with some water or fractionated coconut oil and spray on your skin, on your feet. You can put it with water and put it on your gym shoes, maybe if you shower at the gym. You can spray down your mat if you use a mat for yoga or Pilates or something. If you feel like your face is breaking out, like you're getting something that a blemish that's going to come out, you can put it on that area directly. It's got so many great benefits to it, but those are a few. DigestZen is the digestive blend. You can add water or tea to maintain a healthy gastrointestinal tract. It helps against bloating, gas, and occasional indigestion, and keep it on hand when enjoying a heavy holiday meal to promote digestion. So you can put it directly on your stomach You can rub a little circle right around your belly, and it's wonderful to use. You can take it aromatically, topically, or internally, and it doesn't have to have dilution. However, with children and babies in particular, I would always use this one here, which is a doTERRA Touch. And doTERRA has all of these that I'm talking about in the Touch line, like this. And what that is that's a roller bottle. This is a 10 milliliter roller bottle, or 9 milliliter in this case. And it's already diluted down. So you can take it if you have a baby that has colic. And I had a baby with colic, and it lasted for 6 very long weeks, and it was nonstop. And she had some serious digestive issues. She basically couldn't eat anything without going into excruciating pain, and she would scream for hours and hours, and it was heartbreaking. And boy, do I wish I had this blend. I can't even tell you the difference it would have made, because she still has digestive issues to this day, but now she uses DigestZen. She asks for it because it helps her feel that much better. All we do is rub it around on her, a little circle around her belly, and then rub that out on her stomach. It's amazing. And then I use it for, Mexican food, or if I have something with gluten in it, or has something with dairy in it, I often get a stomach ache. So this is something that I use on a regular basis too. Also, a fun fact about this is you can use this and rub it across the bridge of your nose, and it's really great for sinus infections. Rub it across under the eyes, just on those bones under, for your sinus area. It's really nice. Okay. What does frankincense do? What doesn't frankincense do? Frankincense is the king of all oils. It was the first documented essential oil to be used for its medicinal properties. Centuries ago, it was used, and it's just literally the most amazing oil. It is used for absolutely everything. If you didn't have anything in your house but frankincense, frankincense would help. I actually take 2 drops of frankincense internally every single day. I have a little bottle with a dropper in it, and I pour some of this into it, and then I use the dropper and just put a drop under my tongue. And I do that morning and night, and that supports my health on so many levels. I have some autoimmune issues, and so I have to be careful with my diet, and I have to be careful with different things that I take, and I need all the help I can get. Frankincense has been phenomenal and really significant in the way that I feel on a regular basis. So it's an immunity strengthener. It gives you cellular support. It helps against skin irritation and blemishes. Like I said, we put it on a drop of that over lavender if we get a burn or a cut. Heals it very quickly, or a bruise. It's really great for mental exhaustion. If you get that brain fog, if you have an issue going in where you have inflammation in your body and you get a lot of brain fog or memory issues, frankincense is the go-to for that. And that's one of the reasons that I take it under my tongue twice a day. And it's great for emotional support. It has really made a difference for me with the migraines that I used to get on a regular basis. So now I rarely get a migraine. But if I do, frankincense has made all the difference, because I was using peppermint and lavender. There are some other options that different people use, but for me, peppermint and lavender was doing the best. But every so often, my migraine was just so bad that it wasn't enough. And so I added frankincense, and I actually added another one called Balance, which is the grounding blend as well, but I don't always have that one. And I will put it on my spine, from tip to tip of my spine, and then on my temples. And then, of course, I take frankincense under my tongue, or I put it on my thumb and hold my thumb to the roof of my mouth. And it makes a significant difference. So I highly recommend this one. Okay. I am super big on wanting to use essential oils in my whole home, and I want to do the DIY, but it's so hard to find time sometimes to create everything. So I wanted to share these pictures with you because when you have some different options, like, oh, it's that easy. I just want to show you some different options. So you can see it takes all of 2 or 3 minutes to put things together. And then you don't have to use the toxic cleaners, and you don't have to use things that you buy at the grocery store and stuff for these different options, or maybe an expensive retailer because you want quality things for soothing or whatever it might be. So from cleaning and disinfecting to working out, relaxing and soothing, it's simple and fun to make these do-it-yourself items. So here's some examples. Here's your yoga mat that I was talking about earlier, and I have Melaleuca and lavender in this picture. There's lip sugar scrub. Again, go to my page if you want this recipe. That's brown sugar and honey and some essential oils. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. The cleaner disinfectant. This picture has lemon, clove, and Melaleuca. Clove is the main ingredient in On Guard, the protective blend. So it's excellent to promote antioxidants, to disinfect and clean and get all the germs out of there. This one's a citrus freshener. So this is just water and wild orange, but there's grapefruit, there's lime, there's bergamot, there's so many different citrus oils that you can put in. People use these as air fresheners in their bathroom, maybe in their toilet area, or just in your home. I have one that has Purify and lavender in it, that every time I change my bedding, I spray down my mattress, or mist down, I should say, my mattress and my pillows to keep them fresh. And let's see, the next one. Okay, roller bottles. So in this case, that looks probably like it's Melaleuca and fractionated coconut oil, but you can put whatever you want in there depending on what it is that you're striving to achieve. And then the soothing bath balms. You can make these for the shower, for the bath. This one has citrus bliss and lavender in it, but citrus bliss or lavender in it. So they're super fun. And these are recipes on doTERRA.com. There's tons of little recipes that you can go in there and look at and just choose what you want. And then you could use whatever oils it is that you want, because everybody has different oils. And then if there's one that you don't have but that you want, then let me know and I'll see about getting you a sample of it. Okay, this is doTERRA's wellness pyramid. And the bottom part is your lifestyle choices. So at the very beginning, I said, you know, your lifestyle choices is really how you manage your health first and foremost. I mean, there's things that happen that we don't have control over, but first and foremost, it is these things. So are you eating right? For your body, whether you are healthy as could be already and you just want to maintain that, and that's why you're here, or if you have, or somebody you know has issues with their health and you're just looking for some natural solutions to help them to begin that journey of wellness, it has to start with eating right, because what we bring into our bodies through our nutrition is paramount. And exercising. It's so important to exercise, even if all you're doing is, if you don't leave the house, walk around your house, but walk around your house and get your heart rate up for 30 minutes, at least 3 to 4 times a week. And that will significantly help. So many of us sit at a computer all day, or sit at a computer several times throughout the day to do reports or to research or whatever it might be. And we forget that, because we're tired, we're fatigued at the end of the day, and we forget that we need to get out and move. And exercise promotes good emotional health. It decreases our stress. It helps us to sleep. So rest and managing your stress is huge. And are you doing what you need to do? Are you taking time out to meditate? Are you taking time out to decompress however you need to before you go to bed, or first thing in the morning? So whatever works for you, whether it's yoga or whatever, but not being a couch potato and just wanting to decompress that way, well, I know that helps. It's important to take time out for yourself. And then reduce your toxic load. That is what is going into your body, what is in your environment. whether it's stress induced, whether it's environmentally induced. You know, are you around a lot of secondhand smoke? Do you work in a factory with a lot of smells? Are you using cleaners in your home that maybe have toxins in it? Are you using a laundry detergent that maybe has toxins in it? So that's your lifestyle. So these are all things that are within our control. And then with healthcare, informed healthcare, have informed self-care. If you go to the doctor because you've got something going on with your body, again, there are things that are not within our control. We don't ask for disease, but sometimes we get it. And just know if you're prescribed something, know why you're prescribed it, know how it's going to react to your body, and know why you might have certain side effects. So many people, so many people that I have taught have all these prescriptions and have no idea what they're for. They were just told to take it. And if you go to this doctor for this or that doctor for that, sometimes you're taking prescriptions that maybe don't go well together and are, you know, working against each other or whatever the case might be. So have informed self-care, and then proactive medical care. Make sure that you're getting your physicals, getting your blood work done, and understand what they mean with that. So as long as you understand how to be responsible with your doTERRA essential oils, meaning knowing whether you can use them internally, topically, or aromatically, know if you need to have them diluted or how to dilute, know what to do if you have a skin sensitivity. Now just go out and have fun and feel well. Use what you have at your fingertips. Experiment with them. See what works best for you. If wild orange, I know I keep bringing that one up, but that is a favorite. If that one is not the one that lifts you up, then maybe try lemon or try balance, the grounding blend, or lavender. See what works for you. The thing that works for one person to get through the night and have a good night's sleep might not work for the next person. And same goes with stress or fatigue or brain fog or waking up in the morning, whatever it is. It's just fun to experiment, and it takes so very little. These are super cost effective because it doesn't take more than a drop to get this tremendous therapeutic effect. So I wanted to thank you guys for being here. I'm super excited to have something out here so that you can refer back to it, answer a few questions about each oil. And if you have further questions, feel free, email me at apurelife.ts, as in Tanya Sanders, at gmail.com, or you can contact me on social media. There's my Facebook and Instagram page. And feel free to share this with anybody if you want to. I just wanted to have a quick reference for you guys and know how to use your basic oils in a few different ways. And again, it just is the tip of the iceberg. There's so many different oils and so many different things you can use it for. If I didn't touch on something that you're seeking out, then let me know, because I can help teach you specific to your needs and give you reference tools, give you a book or something like that, or show you where to get it so that you are taken care of. Okay, so that is it for me. And again, thanks so much for coming along with me today. And I look forward to hearing from you guys, and have fun with your oils.